Don Bassini, I want to thank you for helping me organize this meeting here today. And also the other heads of the 5 families, New York, New Jersey. Carmine Cuneo from the Bronx, and Brooklyn, Philip Tattaglia. From Staten Island, we have with us Victor Strachey and all the other associates that came as far as from California, Kansas City, and all the other territories of the country. Thank you. How do things ever get so far? I don't know. We're so unfortunate, so unnecessary. Talia lost a son. I lost a son. We're quits. And if Talia agrees, then I'm willing to let things go on the way they were before.
Hey everybody, welcome to a PulseMafia Game On. It's going to be, and of course we're going to have real talk with KvltDefi, of course Jacob's PR man, and we're going to get into all that as well as all the updates with PulseMafia and BNB Mafia. It's going to be absolutely epic. This show is dedicated to this wonderful game that's really just starting to take over Pulsechain, and of course it's going to spread further than that. We're going to have a lot of fun with it as well. So I'm very glad to bring on 2 of our guests, and of course, one you'll know and one you're going to get to know. So get into the chat, folks. Ask your questions. We're going to have giveaways as well of crates. They're worth $20 each. So you want to get into all that. It's going to be a lot of fun and share it around. So without further ado, we've got KvltDefi. Great to see you. Let's add him into the house here as well. Hey, Kvlt, welcome.
Hey, Superman, or should I say Scarface? How you doing, sir?
That's it. We might go on. We don't have to do it. We don't have to do a hit job. There we go.
Oh, this is great. Thank you so much for having me on. Thank you so much. This is going to be fun, I think.
It's a pleasure. And I thought just to mix things up, KvltDefi, we've got to have the Don of the Syndicate. I may be the concierge of the Syndicate. The most feared mafia family in the game, and don't believe it, you guys. It's going to be pretty badass. We've got the most feared Don of them all, and of course that is Archie. Welcome, Archie. Good to see you in the house.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey, how you doing, Archie?
Doing well, doing well.
Good. Hey, you're a very busy man. I see it. You're very, very busy these days. That's good stuff. That's what we need. We like it.
It's great. Yeah. We've got a lot of good help.
Perfect. So how are things going in the family? Do you mind me just asking quickly? I mean, I've got 2 of you here, so I want to try and ask you guys a bit of an interview with you guys. Really, you're the stars of the show.
Well, I'll defer to the consigliere. Super. You want to take that first?
All I'm going to say is that a lot of people in other families are afraid of Archie, our Don, and they have good reason, because many of the members inside the Syndicate are also afraid of Archie the Don, in a very fatherly way. So it's great to have Archie as the Don. He is an incredible leader and has already laid a lot of turf at our feet with his profound words and actions. So it really is great to have Archie as our Don. So I bow to you, Archie, there.
Well, I appreciate that, Super. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Everything is going to plan. Ever since that we got set up, we've got a really great group of people in place, executing on the plan. And yeah, everything's moving along really well.
I don't know how much input you have into what the other families are doing, but do you think that you have? I mean, I know that you're very on top of all the organization. Everyone's got their role. Everyone's actually fulfilling their role. I know you've got your active recruitment side, and then you've got people more on the back end. You've got people out there. I don't know if you're headhunting from any other families. I mean, I won't ask that. I don't think that deserves to be put out there. But you're very organized. Do you think that there's anything that you're doing that the other families really aren't doing? Not just in a way that you know what your plan is, but do you think that they're doing anything that they can maybe learn from you, take on board?
I mean, that's a great question, and to be honest with you, absolutely. Really, a lot of our success so far in positioning and maintaining the vault positions that we have really comes down to organization and delegation, and our members taking ownership over the organization, right? And we've implemented a number of really unique strategies in terms of how we're organized and how we deploy resources. So that has really had a major impact in terms of how we've really taken control of both chains at this point.
Great. That's good to hear. And I mean, obviously, I think it definitely helps that you have your consigliere is posting every single day. He's like clockwork. Absolutely, it's great. Well-oiled machine.
Yeah, I mean, we have such unique talent within the family, right? Our consigliere, obviously, Capitachina, Max Payne. We've got just incredible capos in place. The same organizational structure across all of our families, which makes a huge difference. And all of the members, right? It's not just the leadership structure, it's the members taking charge and doing things from day to day. And that is really driving us, that's really positioning us in such a way that we're going to dominate this game. That's our intent from the beginning, and we're executing on that now.
Great. I like the way so far. I love the way that everything has started. I love the back and forth in between all the families, and it's good to see that we've got a lot of new people on the scene. I mean, if we take one of the other families, for example, I mean, we talk about Lit Gains and the Hustlers. They're moving up slowly in the ranks. I mean, they're ranked number 6 right now. They're getting ready to maybe start moving up, and if they move up, let me just have a quick look. If they move up, they will replace the original gangsters.
Yeah, and that's really great to see, honestly, because that shows that the protocol is being successful, that there's adoption, and that's exactly what we want to see. We want that level of competition, right? We want people to get stronger, other families to get stronger. That makes this whole thing successful, really.
Exactly. No, there's something that I think is coming on great, and it's coming on very quickly. I'm noticing that we're starting to pick up a bit of momentum now. Starting to pick up a bit of speed across everything, across new members, not just new members. I mean, even the size of the vault. I think we're nearly at 600 million now. 600 million in the vault, 600 million Pulse, and 92 BNB on the other side. I mean, it's really starting to make moves. What do you guys think so far? I mean, do you have a specific strategy that you can say? I mean, obviously keep whatever private that you need to. Concerning these crates, the crates I think have been absolutely fantastic for us so far. Like I say, it's only been a few days, and we're starting to see so much momentum just gained just by that itself. Are you guys doing anything specific around crates? Is it every man for himself, and then you stick it into the bank, or is there a bigger picture to play?
Super. I don't know if you want to take that. I can take it if you want.
You go for it, Archie. I'll pop in on certain questions. Go for gold.
Sounds good. Yeah. So really on the crates, absolutely, we have a very deliberate strategy on how we're approaching those. Right. It's not just every man for himself. Obviously, everybody contributes to that effort, but how we approach it is very deliberate. Now, I'm not going to share exactly what that strategy is. That will reveal itself over time. But the one thing that I will say is that we're very patient in how we approach not just the crates, but everything else. The other thing that I'll say on that is, yes, crates are very important. We know that inventory items are important. We know that obviously the business objects are important. But the one thing that is going to win out at the end of the day is organization and strategy. That will win out every time, and we have that in spades.
Yeah,
that's great. That sounds really good, guys.
I think just on that business crates, I think we had 42 remaining yesterday on PulseMafia. That's down to 35 now on PulseMafia today. So they're being snapped up, and we're well over.
They are.
So, yep.
I saw on Telegram there's one player, they opened one crate and they got a bullet factory. One player, one crate, bullet factory.
Yeah, amazing.
Pretty lucky.
Everyone's hunting the bullet factories and machines and roulettes, and what someone can just get first crate and open one up, and they're just lucky. There we go.
Yeah. Personally, I'm really interested to see what the roulette looks like. I mean, Jacob said it's going to be like the roulette on B&B Pot, which was flawless, in my opinion. I think it's as this game really starts to progress and starts to expand. You know what Jacob's like. He doesn't rest on his laurels. He's constantly going, constant innovation. What can I do next? And as the game starts to really, bed in, and when we have a lot of real regular players, people coming and going, but mostly coming back again, even if they've been killed. I think we're going to start to really see what this protocol can do. I mean, Scarface, I was telling you in the green room, I still can't believe how big this game is going to be. It's going to be really one of the biggest GameFi protocols out there. And the more that Jacob adds to it over time, I mean, it's a beast. It's a beast.
It is. Hey, just before we move on, we got a quick question here about people that want to pick up the Mafia token. What's the best decks, Kvlt? You got a few ideas on that?
Honestly, for me, it's just is it PulseX? I've just been using PulseX. I think it goes off of that. It's flawless, really.
You can use PulseX. If you want to use Dex aggregators, you can use Patias. You just got to paste the contract in, which you can find on the website under Buy Mafia.
I haven't tried Go Pulse, but I'm sure Go Pulse is actually very good. That's a fantastic app itself.
Yeah, I've used Go Pulse as well. You can basically use all those PortalX, probably not PortalX, on Dex, but you can use Internet Money wallet now as default. So you can it's already preloaded for Mafia, so you can get it on Internet Money wallet as well. So there's a few.
Wasn't that a great stream?
Yeah, brilliant stream. Yeah, brilliant.
That was a great stream. That was really good. There's so many golden nuggets of information in there. I think, it's one of those things. It's definitely worth going back and having a rewatch. Even if you watched it already, go back. You never know what you'll find. There's lovely stuff in there.
Absolutely, yeah. One thing I will say on that too, that really was a great stream. One thing that really helps lend itself to success in this game beyond just strategy and organization and some of the things that I previously mentioned is really digging into the details, right? Just all of that information that Jacob laid out yesterday was gold, and I mean in other streams as well, right? Telegram, picking up on that, really getting into the details, understanding the math and the mechanics behind the game is very important to success.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Actually, saying that, I am going to be live on Saturday with Crypto Kool-Aid, another gigabrain who's out there. I'm sure that we'll get into some of the nitty-gritty concerning the protocol with him. He'll probably be able to teach me a few things, right? If you put it that way.
Oh my gosh. So, yeah, Crypto Kool-Aid is incredible. I've been talking to him over the last several days. Incredibly knowledgeable.
Yeah, oh, big time. And what a fantastic addition to the project. It's great. His family already are doing great. The Gearheads, they're up there.
Yeah, they're doing really well.
Yep, just one by one. We've got more influencers coming on board. KvltDefi's doing a great job leading more and more onto the Mafia. So it really is expanding everybody out there. If you're watching, this game is really starting to take off. And get in now. That's all I can say.
Exactly. So was it 338 active players on Pulse, PulseMafia, and I think we're nearly 800 on B&B Mafia. So it's absolutely getting up there.
So those are the numbers right there. 338 players. Wow, 12 crime families. A new one overnight, by the way, which was Internet Money, I believe. And the vault there, look at that, almost 600 million pulse. And what's we day 6 or something like that? Yeah,
incredible, really incredible.
It really is. It really is over 10% in a week, and it's only speeding up. Right.
Yeah, pretty amazing. Actually, we'll post the link to Pulse to the PulseMafia in the chat there. If you guys want to join up, do that. Obviously, Archie and I and Max Payne are leading up the syndicate, which is currently the #1 family, and we're planning on staying that way. That is the PulseMafia website, so get in there. Very, very easy. 2,000 Mafia, it's like 85 cents or something like that to get a player. So easy to set up players, and you can have as many as you want as well. So, and then you can, join a family. Of course, the syndicate is up there. We have certain entries there, which is 100,000 Mafia to join, but some of the other families don't have any entries. But of course, we consider ourselves apex strategy predators out there in the Mafia. You can decide which family you want to join. So that's kind of a bit of a run there. We can see the top players at the moment by worth. We've got Gifford Ware at the top. So speaking of, I think there's Crypto Kool-Aid team and stuff all the way down. So from top to 34 pages of players with 10 players on each page. So really is growing, and it's still early. So get in there, folks. All you have to do is hit the get start button and connect up. It's also on BNB chain as well, which is important. So it's kind of cool. And of course, here are the families at the moment. Badass families, 12 of them at the moment. And of course, you can see the syndicate, that's us, is leaded there. And of course, Capone there is Archie. He is the Don of the Dons. We are getting a big rise overnight in Gifford Ware. The gearheads, it looks like they've almost doubled their worth overnight, targeting, of course, a lot of the crates and the in-game assets. We got the Salamancas there, which I think is a great name, actually. And there, Nunzo there, he is looking good as well, at sitting on 40,000. But the Yakuza from Japan are pretty badass, led by Luciano. I wonder who they could be. And of course, the OG gangsters from BNB chain, which number 2 on BNB chain, number 5 here on PulseMafia. And all these 5 families are getting access to the vault at the moment. And of course, the game is not live yet. We're on stage 4, about to go to stage, heading towards stage 10 when the game does go live. So you got plenty of time to get in, folks, get your position strong. We've got some other ones out here, though. The Hustlers, that's an influence, isn't it? Is that My Life is Awesome, Hustlers?
That's lit.
It is.
Yeah. So that's lit. Another influencers. That's what I'm saying. More influencers are coming on board. You don't want to miss this game on Pulsechain or BNB because it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. The Mugnows there is out there. They're pretty good on BNB chain and here on Pulsechain as well. We've got Cosa Nostra at number 8. Internet Money is the latest influencer from Brother KG and Internet Money Wallet, so a big utility on Pulsechain, and they're now on the playing field with Internet Money. So it's great to see KG in the house. They're already up to 7 people on there. We've got the Trump family, which is a pretty hilarious. They're in there as well at number 10. Of course, we've got 2 little side families there for the OGs as well. So the game is just continuing to expand, which is pretty neat. But of course, we are from the syndicate, so let's zoom in on a bit like that before we get into some of the game updates that KvltDefi is going to talk about. So we've got the syndicate here at the moment, looking pretty powerful. And of course, the most feared man in the game at the moment, the Dons of the Godfathers, is Capone. And of course, Archie's in the house. How do you feel like being in the number 1 spot there? Basically, essentially number 1 player at the moment, Archie.
Well, I'll tell you what, Super. It feels great, but I'm certainly not getting comfortable in this position, right? We know that there's always going to be competition, and we anticipate that. And but yeah, for right now, it feels pretty good, and we intend on keeping things this way.
Fantastic. I like how you're talking. Every time he talks, I'm shaking. I don't know what it is. Anyway, so you can see there, number 2 is me. I'm Scarface there, sitting on the right, the big beefy guy. You don't want to mess with me in a street fight. And then, of course, on the left there is Knuckles, which is Max Payne. And he's doing an incredible job, isn't he, Archie? I guess we could talk a bit about what he's doing, since we're talking about what people are doing with tactics and strategies.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, I know both of you guys help out in a number of different ways, in unique ways, right? And complementary ways. And the success that we have, really, I mean, it just wouldn't exist without both of you. And again, all of our leadership and members. But one thing I will say, Max has been driving our onboarding effort. So that's really been critical to our success and will continue to do so, especially as we approach the marketing phase. We're operating like a well-oiled machine with respect to recruitment. And one thing I will share is that over each of the last, I would say, 5 days, we've averaged probably 5 to 6 new members each day. Real people bringing real money into the game.
Fantastic, man.
Yeah, it's been incredible.
like we say, Archie as the Don is running a very well-oiled machine. With a big shout out to Max Payne. There's Knuckles. Yeah, it's operating very, very well. So yeah, impressive. There's a lot to learn. For other families can learn a lot from copying the syndicate. So we, if it's flattery, we don't mind the flattery.
I think we saw a little bit of that today with the OGs. I think they've started to open up a recruitment lobby like we have in Telegram.
Awesome. So you guys can see how this game is expanding with families getting more professional. It's going to just help with growth of the game as well. It's exciting to see.
Actually, have you seen, if you just scroll down for a second, Scarface, you can see the new updates we have straight there.
Yeah.
So now you got your rank, your headquarter size, your members, a nice little box, your allegiances is going to be there. Your weekly payout. I think that's a pretty good stat to have on a page.
Yeah.
Incredible. Yeah, we're already there. Actually, if you scroll all the way down, Super, you can see that we have already set our. Well, I don't want to go into this. Maybe you want to cover it first, Colt. But we've set our allocations already for our members.
All the members in the syndicate are getting paid, and this was an idea that came from Archie the Don, who cares about his family. And now every player in the syndicate is getting paid from the rewards. Isn't that awesome? So well done. Hats off to you.
That's a huge achievement. And I mean, I was listening to the live that you did for your own guys, and you were saying, I mean, how big of a task it must be if this wasn't in place now. You know, if Jacob hadn't put this in place, it would have been just a monumental effort. I mean, every day it changes every day, right? According to how the game functions and how the players get on. So, yeah, right. And this is a great update.
Yeah, you think about how what that mechanic would have looked like when we tried to pay out everybody, right? Because initially it was just the top 3 getting that vault allocation once a week. But when you think about the mechanics of that and running multiple families and how do you weight people accordingly and distribute that, this was the top feature for me, because taking a reductionist approach to this game, we have 2 things in our family that are most important. Number 1 is maintaining optimal vault positions. That's number 1. And there's a number of ways that we do that, and kind of interwoven strategies to do that. The second thing that is critical to our success is making sure our members are taken care of, right? And we do that in a number of ways. We're going to be implementing weekly bonuses. We're going to be obviously promotion money and all of those other mechanics that are within the game. But we wanted to make sure that our members had visibility into the vault distribution payouts that they would be getting, and that those vault distribution payouts are weighted accordingly to their effort within the game, right? Whether that be monetarily or through activity within the game and outside of the game. So that's the approach that we've taken. This update was critical to that. And I did express that to Jacob, and it was unbelievable. It's really a testament of how great of a founder and developer that he is so responsive and so interested in the feedback of the community, and incorporated it within really just a matter of days.
Yeah, that's, you know, he really is like non-stop when it comes to these things. It's one update after the other, and it's great to see, like you say, that he can be thrown an idea, maybe come out of left field, and he says, you know what, that's great, okay, let's get to work. That's why I know that that's why I'm so comfortable being in this ecosystem with Jacob, because he listens to people, and you know, like I always like to say, there's no such thing as a bad idea, and you know, he'll hear people out, and if it's something good and if it's something worthwhile and a benefit to everything as a whole, the betterment as a whole, then he puts it into play.
100%. Yeah,
I think there were a couple of updates, extra updates as well, in addition to the family vault sharing and new family stats that we just saw. There's a bunch of stuff, and literally it came out 10 minutes before I jumped on with you, so I thought we could explore that together. Yeah, let's pull that up again. There we go. So not sure where that's. So we got this is an update today that stats. We got the profit sharing with the family is also updated here in the payout. But we've got a couple other updates apparently.
Oh, it's so the top 5 families that get paid now. So places 6, 7, and 8, they have a 5% conditional payout according to how the game mechanics go.
Yeah, look
so
at
now
that.
It's not just the top 5. Yeah.
Yeah, I just noticed that. That's fantastic. So the top that's really good for the game, isn't it?
Yeah.
5% conditional payout. We don't know what the conditions are, but
not at the moment. But yeah, so there's that, and then also, from now, it's not just the top 3 people in the family that get paid. I think it's the top 6. That was the other one.
Okay. Let's see whether that shows up on the list here that I missed. Oh yes, we got the capos. Yeah, so these are highlighted in purple. So it looks like they're getting paid too. Maybe that's the one there. I guess. Yep. Because if you see the structure of the family, we've got the top 3 at the moment. We've got the capos, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're kind of the head of the street guys, as it were. And then you got their capo regime, which is all the guys that are underneath them as well. So, and they all earn bullets. They all earn bullets here.
That's great. I think people are underestimating how valuable bullets are going to be in this game.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, we're not. Well,
One thing I will mention on those additional vault positions, I believe the mechanic is if 1 week the vault payout is, let's say, $30,000 for the top 5 families, if that vault payout would be higher the next week, then that's the condition, right? Then those additional 3 families, slots 6 through 8, then they would share in a vault payout that for that week if there's overage on top of the previous week's vault payout.
Cool.
I see. This is a new line, isn't it, Archie? This capo payout. It says 1 hour and 40 minutes. Are we getting paid 1 hour and 40 minutes? Yeah, all right. Pre-game payouts. All right. So that's.
I'm even loving the UI here. I think the UI is fantastic.
Yeah, it's great. Oh, we got. Have we got any changes on here? No, I think that's all pretty normal. And of course, crates. Crates are what everyone's after right now, folks. And there, like I say, there are now 35 remaining businesses, which is kind of like the lotto part of this. It's the one category above them all. And everyone's after these top ones here: the slot machines, the roulettes, and the bullet factories. And there are now 6 more out overnight. 7 more out overnight.
Yeah, those are going quick.
They are. I've just had a look. We're getting new members all the time, new players all the time. So it was it 337? I think when we started, we're up to 339 now. So we've got 2 new ones in the time we've been talking.
Yep, fantastic. So yeah, get into it, folks. If you haven't got into that already. What I might do is I might just pull up. I'm going to pull up the price here at the moment on PulseMafia. Not to talk about it, but I wanted to get into Jacob's DeFi, and let's go to Mafia on Pulsechain here. And if you guys are wanting to pick up some, here is the link to the Mafia contract. Get in while you can. It's still very early, but things are changing very fast. So there we go. Check that out. That is the PulseMafia token on Pulsechain. Taken away. There is you need to set a 5% slippage. Let's take that into account. And so yeah, that is pretty important. Let's go back to the buy Mafia. This is the contract, of course. 55 EA is the end, so that's the contract for Mafia. You can add that to your wallet. There's a 4.7% buy tax, 16.6% sell tax. In other words, you need to put about a 5% buy slippage and a 20% sell slippage. But it's very important because you're going to need 2,000 Mafia to get a player, which is only about 85 cents. So very, very cool. If you want to set up your own family, that will be 500,000 Mafia. So you're going to need that much to set up your own family if that's what you want to do. And we encourage people to do that. I mean, it's all part of the game and so forth. If you want to get a crate, of course, you can buy crates as well, which is probably a good spot for us to talk about some of these KvltDefi.
Yeah, so I'm really happy with what's happening with the crates so far. I think we're going to give away some crates. here today. Do you want to just jump into the chat, see if there's any questions in there at the moment before we do that?
Yeah.
I think there was something in there from the main man, Jacob himself.
All right, we're going to take away that, and let's get some of the comments and the questions here. Yeah, if you've got more questions, get them in the chat right now. That'd be the way to go. Like this Crypto Fury, hey, excited for more Mafia talk. This game is gearing up to be something really cool. I agree with you.
It is.
That's another syndicate member. That's another syndicate member.
There's so many, I didn't even know them all, but Archie does. Archie knows.
Yeah, I know all of them.
Archie knows them all.
All of our
All
brothers
right.
and sisters, right?
Let's see here. We'll talk about that probably a bit later. We've answered that question. Brennan says, KvltDefi, how do you approach further marketing besides influencers in the future? Good question.
Okay. Actually, yeah, this is a perfect little segue. I was going to bring this up anyway. So after this stream today, I'm pretty much doing streams between my channel and jumping on other people's channels every day for the next 8 days. Things are really starting to progress. One of the reasons that I haven't been very active until sort of the last sort of week or so is because there was no point in me coming out and doing videos when we only had the player function available, or then, you know, when the family function became available like a week later. For me, it's very difficult to spend, you know, 10 minutes talking to you guys about the project when there's only 1 or 2 things to do. But now that the crates are out, and now that we're getting a large number of families, and now that we're starting to really, I mean, we're starting to pick up a lot of momentum here. Now is exactly the perfect time. I can tell you that I'll be on with a B&B influencer early next week. He's a pretty large channel. Usually gets a few thousand people on his streams. We're doing an AMA. I'm going to be on with, I can tell you, I'm going to be on with Crypto7, the Hex Pulsechain guy, next Thursday. Chris, his name is, English guy. That should be really good as well. You know, everyone that I talk to about this project, I haven't actually had anyone, not a single person, that's come back and said, no, I don't really like it. Yeah. Not one. Even people really that don't really know of Jacob, you know, they don't really know what Jacob's capable of, and they don't really know the other projects. I mean, I always mention the other projects that we have to people just so they sort of have a bit of background. They know that this isn't the first. But really, it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming success on my side. People are very happy to engage, very happy to keep the conversations going, and like we can see already. I mean, we've had a few influencers open their own families. This is still really the start. If you are on the fence about opening your own family, or maybe joining another family, just do it for the sake of 2000 Mafia. Create a character and submit your request for your interview, I guess.
yeah, absolutely. Let's see what else we got here. We got Max Headroom says the wiki looks great and is super bullish for the game protocol. Yeah. I'm excited about this one. And of course, maybe you can talk a bit about the wiki as well. We can have a quick look at it later. Maybe we should do it now. Let's have a quick look at the wiki and show people what people are talking about. This is basically like the game rules, right? So
yeah, something regarding the wiki, something which really sort of stands out, and I think people gloss over it just a little bit. The fact that in-game, you know, you can bump up your rank by doing in-game tasks. I think that just even that part of the game by itself is going to be something really, really interesting. You know, it's not just specifically about the things you can do. I mean, obviously, robbing a kindergarten, okay, you know, things like that. But just the fact that you're giving people something to do, I mean, it would just be fantastic if this really hit the ground running, and that people were literally just running around the place trying to do stuff as quick as possible. I'm hoping that is what's going to happen. It's all the indicators are pointing that way. That it's looking like people want more things to do. People are asking all the time, especially in the telegrams, what can I do with this? What can I do with this? People want to learn what they can do, and they're really looking forward to it. I think it's great.
Yeah, I'm excited about it too. And robbing a kindergarten, I think that was a hilarious crime. This game is terribly a moral game. Terrible. Robbing roulette as well. I mean, it seems pretty normal. We get a lot of that around here, apparently. At inflation, You steal a car, you can steal cars. We know a lot of people love stealing cars, so that's going to be pretty popular as well. Smuggling, of course, everyone likes to boost smuggling. There's plenty of that.
I think that's going to be a big one. That's going to be a big one, yeah.
I think so. People will be surprised how popular that is as well. So, yeah, it's going to be pretty neat in terms of the game. Anything you want to highlight about this? Obviously, we've got the launch phases are pretty important.
Yeah, so we're going to have marketplace within the next week, within the next few days. That is good. Again, when we saw the marketplace go live on the project, which spawned this game, it completely changed the dynamic. That's when people really started to put strategy into play, and we don't even really have this game out yet. So I don't think we're going to see a free for all. In other words, everyone literally just trying to scrape up everything they can. All these big families suck up all these resources. Like Archie, like you were saying earlier, or Capone, like you were saying earlier. Strategy is really what it's about. People, I think, any of the families that are just sort of like winging it and hoping for the best, I think that they're going to have. I mean, there's going to be a steep learning curve for them.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, when you think about, just as you touched on, right, we've got more features that are going to be rolling out, right? So the families that can understand those mechanics as they roll out and are organized in such a way that they can incorporate that information into their strategy and are adaptable enough to take advantage of that information, those are the ones that are going to come out on top, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So we've got a few stages ahead of us. This is why you're so early watching, everybody, because we're still going through these pre-launch phases. We've got the marketplace at number 5. We've got the Mafia map coming up as well, number 6, which is going to be a big update.
I'm looking forward to that one myself.
Both of these are huge updates, and then the Mafia there, it's going to have a big map, going to HQs, going to have all sorts of information there. Then we've got communication levels coming up. We've got marketing, of course, everyone's looking forward to that. KvltDefi, to talk about some of the stuff that's ramping up for that already. Vault requirements, of course, coming up there as well. That just shows when the game will trigger. We know that the game's going to trigger at 5 billion pulse on PulseMafia on Pulsechain, and the BNB Mafia is going to be triggering at 500 BNB. So you've got plenty of time to get in and get yourself really well situated.
Yeah. People couldn't be earlier.
Yeah, it's stage 10, game on, and of course people will be able to kill each other, and all sorts of things can happen with stuff like that. Get paid. It's going to be battle on. It's going to be. It's always going to be different to how you imagine it, but you've got to set yourself up, for all scenarios. Let's say that much. So there's a little tip of the day. Kind of cool. All right, let's get into some more questions here. We've got PulseBot Jacob himself in the house. Thoughts on the 50% split decision? Will OGs follow through and share more? Who knows? That's the question. It's not just about the reward split, though, is it? There's more factors than that, and of course we're well on to that one. So there we go. I don't want to say too much about that, but yeah.
Yeah, again, I mean that highlights the contrast between the syndicate and the OGs, right? Just one of many things. So, well, I'll leave it there.
Yeah, in fact, let's have a little nosy while we're here. At the old OGs in the family. So here we are, OGs at number 5 here on PulseMafia. They're number 2, I believe, on BNB Mafia at the moment. Let's just give a look at the original gangsters, and we can see the Don there is the Squint, I guess you say that name. And let's go down there. They got their payout, 5.95 million, 10% of the 10%, as it were, of the payouts. They got their different capos and capo regimes. They got some nice business objects now, roulette and a slot machine. So you got 2 of the top 10 there, and then you can see their payouts at the moment. So at the moment, look at this payout. So they've got obviously the top 3, the Don, the Conciliage, and the Capodicina are all earning. but everyone else at the moment is not earning. So they got a family share of 0. So I don't know there, Mr. Pulsepot man, but it does look like it does look like the syndicate is offering their players sharing the wealth and the love with a 50% payout. So I don't know there. That looks pretty good to me. And that's not all that's happening either. So Don, do you have anything to say about that?
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, it's really important to us to give back to our members, right? And like I said, we do that in a number of ways. One way is that vault position. We're going to be offering special bonuses for activity outside of the game. So if people contribute to social media efforts, help out in Telegram or Discord, we're going to have an MVP type of award, right, from week to week. So that's really important to us. Now, how other families operate, that's of course up to them. But and there's a reason we do have 100,000 Mafia fee to join on each chain, but that fee allows you to create as many profiles as you want to add to any of our families, right? Which again, that can increase individual payouts as a member. And that fee is really in place as a security mechanism, as a vote as an expression of commitment to the family too, right? So I think that helps with the retention, it helps with screening and security, and really that is a part of our recruitment process and really an essential part of that.
Thanks for sharing some of the strategies, Don. All right, so
well, I mean, technically, you could look at this as a recruitment video, really. I mean, I just want to point out to everyone that I am neutral ground. Yeah, I am not biased towards anyone. I purposely didn't want to join or set up a family. It took a while. I was thinking about it for a while. I got some offers, and I thought, no, if I need to be here to promote everybody, that's why some of the streams I have over the next few days are going to be with some of the other families. So it'll be very interesting to see their point of view. But really, these type of videos, Mr. Capone and Mr. Scarface are really big up your family. Big up. You don't have to talk about too much strategy if you really don't want to. But I personally do believe, and I can say this, I've seen more effort in gameplay from your family so far than I have from the others. So I think that some of the other families, there's nothing wrong with looking up to the syndicate at the moment and learning from them. Okay, it's if you look hard enough, you'll find nuggets of information.
Absolutely.
And I think it's worthwhile, because if you want to play this game, if you want to last in this game, then you have to study your competition extremely well.
One thing I will say about the syndicate: think about its strategy like an iceberg. You only see the 10% on top.
That's right.
Bang, bang, bang. Right, let's get on to we got some breaking news here, by the way, from PulseBot, Jacob here. Full refresh of the marketplace on Wiki. Looks like we got some latest stuff here around the marketplace, which is step number 5 coming within the next, I guess, 4 or 5 days, something like that. So look at that, stage pending, but here we are, got a little snapshots of the marketplace.
I think it's great with this new marketplace, so you can actually auction. You don't have to literally just sell things for a fixed price. You can auction off your assets.
Isn't that cool? So
for engagement, I think that's amazing. Well done, Jacob.
That's incredible. Yeah, absolutely.
So just to show people what this is you can list your item in the game. This is going to be big, folks. This is really going to ramp things up in the game big time to the next level. We got listing type. You can do fixed price. You can do auction. You can put an ask price in there for the fixed. Select payout and PulseMafia. You can choose that too. It's got an expiry date. You can set the expiry and then confirm the listing. So that's coming up, folks. That's the next phase. Could be out within a few days from here. And then of course you got the Mafia marketplace UI here. You got different things that are up for sale, bullets and things like that. The type of auction it is. Who's putting the auction up here? It looks like Lucky and Capone are back at it again. These two. It's going to be. I think at the end of the day, it's going to be the unlucky death of Lucky at the end of the day. But anyway, we don't want to get into personal.
Oh, them's fighting words.
Little lucky, we're coming for you.
We got with the currency, so this is looking really, really cool, and this is going to be very, very popular indeed. So you watch that.
I actually think it was very smart from Jacob as well. When it has your select payout. If you choose to auction off your things or to sell them in Pulse, you will get charged a 20% fee to bring everything in line with the Mafia. I think that was quite good as well. That could have been something that could have been easily missed, I think. So well done. It's looking good. It's looking good. There's going to be a lot. I see people in the Telegrams at the moment that are trying to sell off some of their assets.
You see that?
Yeah. Someone today, I can't remember the username. Sorry if you're listening, I can't remember your name. But selling off their whole inventory, the whole thing for like 300,000 Mafia or something. And for me, if they were to pay for those crates, they'd be selling at a loss.
They would be, yeah.
Yeah.
We've got a couple other comments in here, so we're going to have a quick few look at these. But awesome update, Jacob, on the wiki, and of course that is going to go live probably in 4 days or something like that, plus or minus. So yeah, pretty cool. Craig Anthony says it's great to meet with you guys. We got Brennan says, I heard kindergarteners are jacked these days. Yeah, it might be a bit. That's all those all that stuff, all those airplanes flying over, whatever. What else we got here? Let's see. Wiki says, will it be an option to do a soft launch of the game if the vault slows down?
No, I don't know. Jacob, if you're in the chat, maybe you can answer that one. The thing is, I don't see it slowing down. The marketing efforts are starting to pick up. We're starting to get a lot more community engagement. We're starting to bring on more influencers just by themselves. A lot of the influencers starting their own families. I think, if anything, we're speeding up. Now, I was actually talking to Jacob today, and I was looking just to give you some of the scale on how big and how quick this is actually growing. All right, we've got 600 million Pulse basically in the vault at the moment. If we look at some of the other projects that have been around that do sort of like a reflection type thing, the top two that I found, I won't mention any names, but top two that I found were this is in over a year. So in maybe, I think one is 15 months, one is 13 months, 7 billion and 6 billion to these respective projects. That's what they paid out in 13 months.
Yeah.
I think we're going to eclipse those numbers. And I think we're going to do it quicker than people realize, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. And just to talk more about that stuff about, you're seeing more activity, and obviously you're going on to tons of influencers and other things like that moving forward in the weeks ahead. We're already seeing it. We're already seeing a shift in gear in the game and the adoption. Yeah. So really, we're just at that sort of almost turning point right now. So yeah, get in early, folks. Get in now. It's the way to go.
Yeah, we're starting to get attention from some people that don't know the Jacob ecosystem. But even though they're in, they're within Pulse, they don't really know much about the Jacob ecosystem. But they're eager to talk. They're eager to talk. They might have heard of one of the projects. They might have heard of one or two of the projects, but never really looked into it. But now, I mean, the way this is going, and that's why I have to commend Jacob again on the UI. I mean, it's great as it is. It's an easy sell. If you think about it that way, it's an easy sell.
It is.
People like gaming. We're starting to get people, like I say, like Crypto Kool-Aid come on board. Advocate for it. I think in the future is going to be extremely important to the protocol as well. Yeah. Everything's going the right direction, guys. Everything's going the right direction.
Absolutely. As Crypto Fury says, I might not be able to rob a kindergarten, guys. Is that because they're so jacked? Just your fear. Yeah, there's no fear in the syndicate. That's been if you understood the initiations for our syndicate, you would know that there's no fear that in our Mafia family upwards. Crypto Fury says, are there going to be ways to increase your chance of prime success with items or other conditions?
I think as the marketplace expands, I think there will be for sure.
Yeah.
Because obviously, I mean, if even just by doing in-game tasks, you actually boost your rank, so you're boosting your power, your health, whatever. But but there will be. I mean, like I said, this is a constant evolving thing. We don't really even know. You know what Jacob is like. He loves to play his cards close to his chest with these things because he likes to excite people with the updates. So we have a long way to go until launch, really. and a lot of things can change.
A lot of things can. We're well aware of that. I heard one wise Don once say, "This is a marathon, not a sprint."
I would agree. I would agree with that. I would agree with that, Don. Personally, I would.
Yeah. Aussie Stone says, "Can I add more Mafia coins to the family stake already staked to it?" Cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, you can top up your staking.
Yeah, you can top them up, put them in the family bank. Actually, I'm looking here at the syndicate right now on this page, and yeah, I can see your family bank numbers are just going up. The auto compounding is doing its thing, huh?
Yeah. Let me. Sorry, got the wrong view there, but that is it. Yeah, we're up to 123,881,378.910. It's coming up. So.
Okay. Question. And I haven't looked at this, and I should do really. What percentage of Mafia is staked away already? Do we know?
I looked at that the other day, but it's gone up. So yeah, we would have to go to the contract address.
Yeah, I mean, but we have to be approaching. I mean, 40-50% now.
We get the exact answer here. With now, this excludes the team wallet and the LP. But I think we're up to 20% here, 20.36. Pretty sure
that's fantastic, guys.
Address. Yep, Mafia Family Bank. So that is the staked address there. And we can see that there's the 203 million. Wow, that's gone up. It was 14% when I last did an update. So there we go.
See, we're picking up speed, ramping it up all the time.
Picking up speed. Don't get tricked out, folks. It's really ramping up there, and yeah, exciting to see there. Kind of cool. And that's the LP one there. And that number. That's the third wallet. Is the LP, the top LP, because there are other LPs in there as well. You can see a couple of those down here. PulseX, and then we've got the team's wallet at number 2 now, and then we've got some of the whales. Woo-hoo-hoo! Now this wallet here is one of the Dons, so that's sitting at number 2. But a lot of the whales that were in here, they're no longer showing because they're now in this they're staked, right? So that there were more whales, but they're now all staked, part of this 203, as long as with everybody else as well. So that's it on the address. There's only 1 billion Mafia, and 20% is now off the market for at least till the game starts. So there we go. Now we got some. Got actually gone full screen here. Doesn't we get out of that? We've got a thing here from PulsePod again, from Jacob, the founder. Mafia launch phase 5 is Mitra. Hope not. Right. Jacob works in a mysterious way.
He does indeed. How about we give a crate away?
Yeah, let's do
it. What
it.
are we thinking?
Yeah. So this is a crate section. Before we get into that, though, if you want to buy a crate, you can do that. They're about $20 each. You can play in PulseX incentive or eDie, and of course it will deduct that from your wallet, and you can get a crate. And in the crate, you're going to win in-game assets. You could win cash. You could win bullets. You could win health. A shop item. And shop items are pretty important. You're going to need a gun, or obviously if you want to try and kill somebody. And all the way up to a Douglas M3, which you're going to need if you want to travel between continents. We've also got business. This is kind of the jackpot, getting a business all the way from car crushers all the way up to the very top one, the bullet factories. And of course, there's 34 remaining, so they're ticking down. Your chances are probably increasing as we go down there. So we've also got bodyguards, very important, especially if you're high ranking in the family. You need some Mafia bodyguards. We've got helper credits. This is going to be key in the game for autopilot, some of your growth of your players and get more, go up, especially while you're sleeping. And of course, we've got cars as well, all the way from 5,000 all the way to a gold car at 500,000. So you don't want to miss out on that as well. So that's kind of how easy it is. Just click the purchase and select the token that you want to use to pay, and you can buy one of those. But you're lucky today because we're going to give some away. So there we go.
Now, how is the best way to do this? I think if we try and keep it nice and easy, I think everyone in the chat, post your profile. And then I have a dice here. I'll roll the dice, and whichever number it lands on, the number of the people in that profile, that's the winner. How about
Sounds
nice
good.
and easy. Yeah. Okay, so guys, start posting. Start posting your profiles in the chat.
Get in there, folks. Put your player's name in. You want to get free crates. They're $20 each, man. They got game assets. Game assets could end up being worth much more than that. Especially if you get a So, get in on it, folks. We got Hillary Reaper in the house there. Nice. That's the first one. Who else is going to put their player name in? Go for it, folks. It's the time to do it. Face of Powder is in the house. Furio is in the house. Hey, Crypto Furio, good one. Some good comments from you today. Craig Pitt's got, what's that? Stechino. We've got Sumo from Aussie Stone. Nice one. Max Headroom from Gearheads. Hey, good to see Gearheads.
Getting in there.
We got Lazarus of Vespa in the house. Good to see you, Craig. Nice name there. We got Nunchuck from Brennan. Nunchuck.
Okay, so we've got more than 6, so I think we can do the roll. Yeah, you won't have to trust me now.
You
for a moment.
You call shots.
There you go. You see that?
Yeah, number 3.
Number three. Who got number 3? Number 3 was Face of Powder.
Face of Powder. So that's coming to you right now.
Well done, Brendan. I will send it to you right now, this very second.
Here we go. Come on down. Come on down. Let us know what you if you open it, Brendan. Let us know what you've got. That'd be cool. Let's see. It's going to be one of these. One on the list here. Going to be fun.
Get that Bullet Factory there, Brendan.
Yeah. You got to get the Bullet Factory. That's it's all the great. Well, roulettes and slots are good too. We'll take one of those.
Yeah.
So confirming Face of Powder, yes. Face
of Powder. That's correct. Yeah, Face of Powder.
No player exists with this name.
Face of Powder. That's how it's spelled there. Face of Powder. W. Yeah.
Capital F.
Capital F.
Ah, okay. There we go. Something which I didn't know. You have to put the capital in.
Yeah. All right.
All right. That is winging its way to you right now.
Yep. Brennan says, thanks very much. Nice one. Let us know what you get.
It's so easy to transfer. This is great.
Yeah. So you can do that, folks. All you have to do is you can hit on the player and you can transfer assets to other people, including your own the players that you have. You can also hit on a crate and you can put a player's name in and you can transfer crates to people as well. So that's easy to do as well. So easy, folks. Or if you've got crates in your wallet, you can see there's 6 crates here. You can open a crate and that will go as well. But we're going to do one on here. Should we do one before you give another one away?
Yeah, let's do that. But just to let everyone know, when I do these lives on my own channel, I'll be doing these giveaways quite often. But I'll probably tie it into Telegram engagement. I'll use like the Twitter picker. I think it'd be nice and easy that way.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. This is what's going to happen when you open up a crate. So it's good to see that, and we'll probably give some of these away. So.
Did Godfather? Did Pulsepot just say? Did he enter the game?
Does he get a crate?
I guess if he won, that's the rules of the game, right? You win, you win.
That's right. That's right.
True. Right. So we just have to wait for the blockchain to do its thing. I took it away there, waiting for the block. And I think
it's pretty cool over on BNB that everything is tied in with Chainlink again. I like that. I like the Chainlink guys, and I know Jacob is on good terms and good first name basis with them. Those guys.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Block open up a crate. Sorry, you're going to get an in-game asset. What's going to get here? Let's have a look. We're going to get a Mafia bodyguard. That's kind of cool.
You were close. You were close to a business update coming up there.
Here we go. Up and down.
I'll tell you what, Super. Anybody that tries to put a hit out on you is going to have some trouble.
Johnny level 5. Johnny level 5. They will get in trouble too because there's lots of bodyguards. and armored cars. Not actually. I haven't got an armored car one, but here we go. All right. So. Do you want to give another crate away there?
Yeah, we can do another one. Yeah, should we do the same game, same way?
We'll get easy enough. Put your name in again. We'll start off again. So get your player name in the chat. We've got quite a few new players jumping in. A few more people watching. So get your player's name for Mafia. Chance to win.
Hey, Crypto Kool-Aid, ahoy!
Hey, we got Crypto Kool-Aid in the house there. good to see you in the house. And of course, amazing gamer and designer, and of course, extraordinaire. That's probably the other aspect. All right, we got a few names in the house there. Craig says it's me. That is your player's name. I was a little bit unsure before. We got Sumo, we got Numchuck, we got Max Headroom, we got Stone, we got Furio. Cool. Oi, Kiwi. Good to see you, bud. Hey, Crypto, I appreciate it. I've watched
Wookie the Blade. Okay, so I think that's 6.
Yeah, we got plenty. Yeah, we can go for gold
right
now.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Number 6.
Number 6.
So
the Blade, was it?
Wookie the Blade.
Wookie.
So well done to you, Wookie.
All right, Wookie, that's coming across to you right now.
Very, very cool. All right. Now, I thought I've got some crates in here, so I'm going to give a one-way here now. So instead of KvltDefi, I'm going to give one-way here. So put your name in again. This is round number 3. Go for gold and start now. Get your player's name in the chat for a crate. Let's go. Let's get. Brennan says, "Damn, why him? Why him?" It's just life.
If you win a crate, open it up and let us know what you got. That'd be nice.
Let us know what you got. Brennan, let us know. So Max Headroom's in the house. Sump, it's me. I'll get you to do the roll of the dice though. We got Furio.
No worries.
What else there? We've got we got Ashahin. I think I said that right. Stachino. I like Stachino. That's a good one, Craig. Bob Tilladun. Bob
Tilladun.
Jacob, what's he doing? Is
that Jacob playing on other people's behalf?
Yeah. We got Nunchuck. I think he's trying to mess with our minds. This is what happens in the Nunchuck.
Okay, I think that's it. I think we've got. Well, if we take out Jacob, then we've got 6. Okay, yes. Here we go. Rolling the dice. Now it's a number 1.
Number 1. So that would be it's me, would it? That'd be it's me. Pretty sure.
Oh, is me a player?
I think it is. So we'll check it out. But if it's not, it's me. Then we're going to find out, and then we'll send it to the next player down. I guess it's a capital. It's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's not a player. No.
It's me. Yep, it's me. That seems right. Is that right, Craig? Yes, it is. It's me. Yeah, there we are. So that's got a wallet and that works. So let's send that. That's how easy it is to send a crate or a game object to somebody. You have to pay, a fraction of a pulse on their Pulsechain there. So we'll pay that. So cheap on Pulsechain to play this game, folks. Really is amazing. It's also pretty good on BNB as well. All right, let's. There we go. So that's gone to you. It's me, Craig. So well done. Well done on that. We're going to give some more away. What else? Should we go again? Do you want to do round 4? Do you want to cover some other topic at the moment, Kvlt?
Well, I mean, we've been going for an hour. We've done players, families, crates, the vault. We've done the updates. We've gone through the wiki.
Yeah.
I mean. I think it'd be good to answer questions if there's any lasting questions around.
All right, that sounds good.
Some engagement from you guys.
Get your questions in, folks. If you got any final questions. In the meantime, Archie, have you got any wise words for people out there, particularly other families? Because seems like we've got a few other families in the house at the moment.
Oh my gosh, yeah. The one thing I will say to the other families is, if you deal with me, I'm the reasonable one. We have people in our family that want to come for you, and we will. But just be aware that I am the reasonable one. So that's all the advice that I'll give to you today.
I don't know, but somehow he took over the thing. He's now full page. This is the dominance of.
That's what he does.
I didn't even touch anything. It was just my words.
That's some pretty bad stuff there as well. Hex Pimp says, "Win strip club." Yeah, I guess that's so I'm not complaining it, but that's well, you'll have to put your ideas into. I guess Jacob. That'd be interesting getting ideas as well. That's pretty cool.
Well, we've got Jacob in the house, so
We've also
Any questions you have now?
Yeah, get your questions in, folks. We're coming up to now in 5 minutes, so get them in, and we'll see what goes in there. Hey, if you open up a crate, let us know what you got. Some of them might be holding off to it, but let us know what you got in the crate. Craig says, thank you so much. You're most welcome there. What else have we got? Some other comments here. Yeah, it's me. It's kind of a trippy name. All right, we got no other questions, have we? Is that it? The crate you gave me is cash. Oh, well done.
Cash.
Yeah, cash is very useful. It's a very fluid thing. Some say it's a medium of exchange, apparently. When trains. Yeah, when trains. He thinks there should be trains in the game, so I don't know. That's Jacob can see that, so I'm sure he's aware now.
Yeah, I think once we see the map, I think then everything will sort of fall into place.
Yeah. Looking forward to that. All right, so I think we're up to now 5 minutes. If you've got any final words, Kvlt, and I think we'll wrap it up there.
Okay, I mean, from my side, obviously, like, subscribe, share this, right? Share this around. You haven't got your channel back on X, so let people know. Was it Superman Crypto 8?
Superman Crypto, 8, yeah.
Superman Crypto 8. Obviously, if you don't have a family and you're considering opening a family, the only advice I can give you is do it sooner rather than later. 500,000 Mafia will not be the same price for very long. One thing which a little bit of advice for the players, if you like, the closer we get to game launch, I think personally it would be very important not to have all your utilities in one profile. It could be very, very dangerous, and it could it could make your life in this game very short. So consider diversifying. Consider reaching out to some of the families. I don't know any of the recruitment guys from the other families at the moment because I haven't really spoke to them that much in detail. But I know reach out to Max Payne, Knuckles. I think if you want to think about joining the syndicate do have their own recruitment process. So be patient. And while you're doing this and while you're watching all these streams, try and learn as much about this game as possible because things are going to change. When it launches, it's going to be thick and fast. And remember, this game is blockchain. This game doesn't sleep. You can't press the pause button. Once it starts, it starts. So make sure you have your own strategy in place before it goes live. That's all I have to say, really. And join Telegram.
Follow all the official accounts as well for BNB Mafia, Pulse Mafia. Follow all those. Get into the Telegram official group for that as well. Do you have the links for those at all? Do you put them in the chat maybe? Or
I will, yes.
Now, all I want to say, Archie said his final words as the Dawn of the Syndicate. All I want to say is mine to all the other Syndicate families, all the other Mafia players in those Syndicate families. If you haven't made a deal with us and an allegiance, we're coming for you. And it's going to be smoke and mirrors, and deck.
100%.
All right. We're going to wrap it up before I get right off YouTube. We're going to wrap it up. All right. Take care, everybody. A big shout out to Jacob and the team. We really appreciate everything that's going on.
Thank you, Jacob. We love you, man.
And thanks so much. It really is a fun time. All right, take care, everybody, and I'll catch you again on tomorrow's live stream. Bye for now. Subscribe, like, and share. You know how it rock and rolls. All right, bye.
Thanks, fellas.